welcome to the recap of Survivor Philippines. It was a crazy ass tribal council last time, wasn't it? Oh my god, Lisa made some huge moves. So after you make some huge moves at tribal council, it gets a little when you have to go back to tribe. So Malcolm was so gracious to her and forgiving that Lisa felt really good about the whole thing. And Penner's a little confused because he didn't know what the plan was. He wasn't on the same page with everyone else. Otherwise, he would have voted to get rid of Pete. Alright, so it's the old former Tandang, the dysfunctional alliance with Mike and Lisa as the parents of the dysfunctional children, artists Abby and Pete. So weird. They're not a tight alliance, though, and Penner knows that, so sensing that he's probably going to be going next unless he wins immunity, he gets to work on the cracks. And by cracks, I mean Lisa, because she is a... what's the word I'm looking for? Delicate person. Her personality is very... what's the word I'm looking for? On the edge. Alright, so he plays psychologist with her. She is loving it because she probably has a lot of internal struggles going on and he knows the right buttons to push, and boy is he pushing them. So it's time for the reward challenge. It's the old 2 teams and it's an obstacle course to get bags of balls, and then when you all have the balls you throw them in the hoop, and whoever gets all of their balls in the hoop first wins. But it's a give and receive reward. It's not just a I get something. They had a basket, well, a big crate full of toys and school supplies to donate to a local village, and the local village in turn will cook for them. So that's a really cool reward. I like when they do stuff like that rather than just like, oh, just go on this boat and have a barbecue. I think it's nice when they actually do something for the community because these are real people on these islands. I mean, do something for them. The show makes so much money. It's nice to see them be able to give it back. And Penner found all of the bags on his go-round on the obstacle course. He was out first for his team of 4. And on his team was Malcolm, Denise, himself, of course, and Carter. So that was a really good strategy because to have 4 different people digging for bags, not knowing where the other ones had dug already, wastes a lot of time. So having one person get all the bags was pretty much super genius move. Alright, obviously they were in the lead because they had all the bags beforehand. The only problem was getting that 12th ball in the hoop. The other team was, you know, the pressure was on, so they were kind of like catching up to them, and it really wasn't that close, but it gave the sense of urgency that, oh my god, what if they make a huge comeback? But Malcolm, Denise, Penner, and Carter won the reward. They got to go to the village. It was a great time. The people were really happy to have them there. They were happy to be there with other people. They played Whack the Coconut. They had a giant feast. I mean, they had a really good time. And back at the camp, though, wasn't such a good time. Pete and Abby are 2 miserable people. They realize that they need Scoopin and Lisa even though they hate them. They probably even hate themselves. People like that are self-hating. Abby's just a bitch. I'm sorry, that's not how you treat people, especially when you have to play a social game like on Survivor. So her plan is that she wants to get rid of Penner. She'd really love to get rid of Scoopin, but she wants to get rid of Penner if he doesn't win immunity. And Lisa is pretty much torn. I mean, she wants to stay loyal to her former alliance, but she wants to go with the people who are nice. So it's immunity time. It's the old I've got this paddle with like 5 or 6 indentations in it, and I've got to get my balls in there. It's a tough one because you had to launch your ball down the handle of the paddle and get it in the little indentations, and it was pretty delicate operation. It was basically a 2-man race between Scoopin and Pete, but then Pete's paddle, it kind of fell apart. You know, the ball, he got a little jiggly and the balls all fell off. So Scoopin was able to win immunity. Uh-oh. Okay, so I don't know what happened when they got back to camp. I think Abby, I don't know what she was doing, but she ended up hitting Scoopin in the head with what looked like a coconut or something. She was like, "Are you okay?" "No, I have a concussion. Excuse me." All right, so I guess he wasn't really hurt, but it was just like, why would you do anything like that? So she makes it clear that she wants Penner gone. On the other hand, Denise on the other side is trying to orchestrate a move to get rid of Artis because she figures that he's the only one that Abby probably wouldn't give the immunity idol to save. So it's a pretty safe bet that they could get at least one of their alliance out to even up the numbers. So Penner, well, he's going to go with plan B. He's going to work on Lisa and Scoopin to see if he can get their votes swayed over to the other alliance. So at Tribal Council, Jeffy goes about his probesting. Yes, Lisa feels like she was forgiven when she came back from last week's Tribal Council. And she kind of disses Abby when she said that the other alliance was more forgiving of her own people. So Abby's pissed at this point. She's always pissed. Does it really matter? Jeff figures out, oh, it's Tendang versus Calabao. Yeah. Alright, so Lisa goes on and on gushing about what a life-changing experience the game is, and it's bigger than her, and it's bigger than everyone, and Abby's pretty much disgusted. She makes it pretty clear that she doesn't like Lisa. I mean, she didn't come right out and say that. It's pretty obvious, though. Beside the dagger eyes she had for her the entire Tribal Council. So it's time to vote, kids, and no idol is played. Oh no. So Artis is totally blindsided, which is kind of funny, even after he said, I could be blindsided. Well, you were, because you got 5 votes and Penner only got 4. So next time, it seems like Lisa's the hot commodity. Everybody wants/needs her for their alliance. But can Lisa break up with Abby? She's never been very good at breakups before, but I hope she is now, because I can't stand Abby. Till next time, much love.